What's up guys, my name is Adapt and welcome back to another video on the channel. So guys, in today's video I am bringing you guys another formation review. Today we are going to be reviewing the 4-1-3-2. So I haven't reviewed this formation yet. Now first impressions of it, when I selected this formation to review, I saw similarities with the 4-1-2-1-2 wide variation, but other than having a cam we have a centre mid instead. So it's more defensive than the 4-1-2-1-2 wide formation would be, but it still looks like it can do something. It still looks okay. Now I don't know why EA would introduce a formation like this into the game. It's not much different. It's just a centre mid instead of a cam. Why you would want a centre mid instead of a cam, I'm not sure. Maybe you want a more defensive midfielder than an attacking midfielder. Maybe you're not as confident in your attacking abilities. Those are the only reasons I could think why you would have a centre mid there. But anyway, let's get into this video. So I'm going to take you guys through the team. So the team I'm going to be using is on your screen right now, guys. So in goal we have Ruffier. Ruffier set me back 2.9k. Sidibe set me back 1.4k. Varane cost me 50.5k. Now he's gone down so much from the beginning of the game. Everyone can remember when he was about 200, maybe he was even 300k at one point. I remember him being extremely expensive, but now more cards have come out and the prices have started to decrease a lot. Next to him we have Umtiti. Now he set me back 39,250. He was okay, medium high work rates. Now getting into his in-games, 88 defending, 82 physical. Now we've also got a basic chem style on him. I think I bought him with a basic and that's gonna help him out quite a lot. 90 marking, 89 stand tackle. Now he's got some great stats. So he's in the centre back role. In the left back role, we have upgraded Hernandez, I do believe. Now he sent me back 8.3k. Getting into his in-games, now he looks quite decent. 80 acceleration isn't the best. 84 sprint speed is okay. But other than that, he's just a decent French left back. We've kind of gone with the French theme squad in this video. I wanted to try something different. We've been going by leagues in a lot of these teams that we're building for these formation reviews. So decided, you know what, let's go for a nation. And I picked French for the first nation. Now, if you guys want me to build some other theme squads in the future formation reviews, let me know. Let's make these interesting. So in the left back position we have upgraded Hernandez. Now in the CDM role we have Matuidi. Now Matuidi sent me back 16k, high work rates, which are great for a CDM. He reminds me of someone like Kante, both small players, both high work rates. I believe Kante has high work rates as well. 5'11", which he doesn't look 5'11" in game, to be honest. He looks quite smaller, but he is decent in that CDM role. Now getting into his in-game stats, 78 pace, 79 dribbling, 83 defending, 83 physical and 77 passing. That's quite average, to be honest, for a DM. He's got everything you'd want from him except for that shooting, but he's a defensive midfielder. He isn't going to be taking a lot of shots. Now, in the right mid role, we have Talvin. Now, Talvin, he sent me back 5.9k. Now, he played a good role in this squad, helped out quite a lot, exploited my opposition down the wing, and he just caused a lot of problems in general. 3-star weak foot, that's something to look at. 4-star skill moves though, and high medium work rates. Now getting into his in-game stats, you guys can look at them right there. Now in the centre mid role, we have Pogba. Now he sent me back 163k, 4-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, high low work rates, so low defensive work rates. So he's someone to put in the centre mid role in my opinion. Now he can do pretty much everything in game, and these are his in-game stats right here. So he's a very physical player. He's got good passing and good dribbling as well. His shooting isn't great, but you can always put a chem style to improve his shooting. Now next to Pogba we have Martial in the left mid role. Now 3-star, 4-star as well, medium work rates, 6 foot, he's got that good physical presence. And up top we have Lacazette, who's got 4-star, high medium work rates, which is decent for a striker. He sent me back 12,750 coins. And next to him we have Ben Yedder, who sent me back 1k. So these are Ben Yedder's in-game stats. and Lacazette's in-game stats are right there as well. So guys, that is the squad I did take into this formation review. Now I'm going to get into the custom tactics and the player instructions, and I will be right back. Now getting into the custom tactics. Now if you guys look at this, we have balanced, because I was quite indecisive with this. Now I compared this to the 4-1-2-1-2 wide variation, and the 4-1-2-1-2 wide variation is kind of neutral, to be honest. We've got a good defensive structure in the squad, and we've got a good attacking setup. It's quite basic. The 4-1-2-1-2, the 4-1-3-2, they're both very similar formations and both very basic, very balanced. So we have 4 bars of width and 3 bars of depth, because we know how OP AI defending is. Now, if we look at pros, custom tactics and player instructions, they're pretty much all using low width and low depth, and that's because it fits the meta. And if something's extremely overpowered in this game, then all the pros are going to exploit it. Now getting into the offensive style, we have the offensive style on balance. Now we have width quite high up, because I like to play with high width all the time pretty much, because I like to use them wings. I like to attack down the wings, I like to cause problems for my opposition, and I like to set up a lot of plays just cutting in through the wings. Now sometimes I'll cross, most of the time I wouldn't cross, but it's an option for me. Now players in the box, we have 4 bars, and for corners and free kicks we have both on 2 bars. Now I'm not much of a corner or free kick guy, I don't take stuff directly, I'm more of a set piece kind of guy from corners and free kicks. And players in the box, we have 4 bars. I'm not completely eliminating the chance of scoring a header or players being in the box, but I prefer not to put crosses into the box. I prefer to play direct. That's just my style of FIFA. I prefer to play more direct than go down the wings and cross. I'm not saying I don't go down the wings, because I do like to set up a lot of plays from there, and I like to make gaps in my opposition's defense, but most attacks don't end up in me crossing the ball in and scoring headers. Now getting into the player instructions, now for our fullbacks, we have both on stay back while attacking, and for our CDM we have man mark and stay back while attacking. For our right mid, we have cut inside and get in behind, and we also have cut inside and get in behind for our left mid as well. Now for our centre mid, I have get forward. Now I prefer to use get forward on a player in this role. It's pretty much a cam in the 4-1-2-1-2. It's just the centre mid sitting a bit more deep than obviously a cam role in the 4-1-2-1-2 wide variation. Now getting into our right striker, we have getting behind and stay forward, and we also have getting behind and stay forward on our left striker. So guys, those are the custom tactics, those are the play instructions. That's the squad I am going to be taking into the gameplay. Now let's get into the gameplay. Now getting into the gameplay, guys. So as I said in the first part of this video, this formation is very similar to the 4-1-2-1-2 wide. It's got everything in there that the 4-1-2-1-2 wide has, except for a cam. Your cam, which would originally be in the 4-1-2-1-2 wide formation, is a centre mid in this formation. That's really the only difference, but you do feel that quite a bit in your attack. Your centre mid sits far more back than your cam would in the 4-1-2-1-2 formation would, and that has a huge effect on your attacking gameplay. You might lack an attacker, a playmaker in your attacks, and that can cost you at times. Sometimes there won't be an attacking midfielder up front to support your strikers, to play a key ball in, to make that opportunity. So that's something to really look at. Now, if you guys want a formation like this to start a game, I would select the 4-1-2-1-2 wide variation. I think this formation would be for later on in the game, when you want to keep that shape, but you want your cam to drop back a bit more because you want to be more defensive. You want someone to just sit in front of your DM and act as a more defensive midfielder than an attacking midfielder. So that is pretty much what I had to say about this formation. It has got its pros to it. It's got a good structure, it's very versatile. So pros are similar to the 4-1-2-1-2 wide variation. I've got a formation review for you guys on that formation as well on the channel, so if you want to go and see that, you can. 4-1-3-2 is not that different and can have an effect at the same time. When I say can have an effect, I'm meaning on your attacking play, because as I mentioned earlier, you don't have that cam there. So that's something to look at. I'd use this formation if I wanted that 4-1-2-1-2 structure and maintain that same shape, but I wanted to be a bit more defensive. So guys, you guys are seeing the gameplay right now. You guys are seeing the goals I'm scoring. I'm managing to score some decent goals, and I'm conceding not that many goals from what I can see. You guys are seeing the teams I'm coming up against, some pretty good teams. There's a few icons in some of the teams I did face, and to be fair, my centre mid in this formation acting as Pogba, he did do quite a lot in this formation. He did assist a bit, but at times there isn't going to be that attacking urgency there. At times he's going to sit back way too much, and you're going to be left without any playmaker for your strikers. But there was good tiki-taka partnership within my two strikers. Lacazette and Ben Yedder played very well up top together. I believe my wingers did a very good job as well. So the team played very well together. It just comes down to the type of approach you want to take when going into games. When you're in a game and you're playing someone so much more better than you, you might want to use this formation. You might want to be more defensive. But if you know that you're way better than your opposition and you've got a really good chance in the game, I'd use the 4-1-2-1-2 wide if you want a formation like this, and your team's going to be way more attacking in the 4-1-2-1-2 wide than in this formation. So guys, overall this formation wasn't terrible. It's just that I am more of an attacking player, so sometimes Pogba wasn't in the correct position I would have liked. Sometimes I wanted him to be more attacking, and sometimes he'd sit back a bit, and that will cost me sometimes. But overall, I am going to rate this formation a 7 out of 10 yet again, because it wasn't bad at all. It just let me down at certain times attacking wise. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Also make sure you subscribe to the channel down below. I'm trying to get to 3k subs guys. I'm really close to 2.9k, so if you guys can hit that subscribe button if you're new, if you guys can like the video, I will appreciate that a lot, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys later. Peace.